Did someone call me out? Looks like someone called me out. This video is not to engage on any sort of argument or fight with anyone. What I want to say though is I've been doing my homework. I got a lot of notes right now in here that will essentially feed my next video that I think you guys are going to find quite interesting about what's wrong with the audio industry. Let me tell you something. I'm talking to dealers, talking to end users like you and me. I'm talking to magazines. I'm talking to manufacturers of product, any product, which is kind of the entire theme as of late with regards to what you all know already. And it involves essentially Rockport with some paint job that took place. That said, I'm not going to make this video about that. What I want to do is, first of all, I want to say this. When news break out in any sort of outlet, any sort of industry, these are news, okay? Everyone has the right to cover what they want. They're not owned by anybody. Nobody has ownership of any sort of news, okay? So just because someone found information here and they were the first ones to break it, that doesn't entitle them to be the only outlet. These are news that have to do with an industry that we all hopefully enjoy, if that's a word anymore. Anyway, I want to first of all, since Audiophile Junkie talked about me, I want to make sure I address his comments. Okay, number one, see my previous statement. News are not owned by anybody. They're for anybody to essentially report on, right? So the fact that you obviously are close and you're a friend of the customer that went through the issues with that Rockport Cygnus loudspeaker, okay, it's great. You broke the news. I knew about this a long time ago, if I'm being honest. I never said anything. I kept it to myself, right? Great. But when news break and become public, there is a reason why they're called public, right? So at that point, you open up the gates for anybody to talk about it. So I'm no different. I am in the same industry as you are. So with that said, I will say this though. You did nothing wrong by reporting, because you did have the customer, the end user, front and center, talking about whatever the experience was. You gave him your platform in the mic. So I commend you for that. You reported, you didn't try to translate and become the person who, this is what I think he said, hear me out. You let him talk. Okay, so kudos to you for that. Another thing I want to say is I don't see how a lot of people are attacking Audiophile Junkie about the madness that occurred with Rockport. First of all, and I'm going to say this right now, these are facts. The fact that a poor paint job took place on a very expensive speaker. This is no fault of the YouTuber that reported this before I did. No fault of his. This happened. And that's what happens. Okay? The industry needs to know this is what will continue to happen. Okay? And those days in which the magazines were hiding things like this and nothing was being said, those days are gone, because now YouTube exists and now things like this will be highlighted. And I can assure you, every one of you guys right now watching me, it won't be the last time it gets highlighted. So maybe manufacturers should really get their ducks in a row and make sure they're walking a fine line. And I want to make sure I say this. This is not a threat by any means. All I'm saying is maybe it's bad that Rockport is becoming the example. Okay? I have nothing to do with that. Yes, some of you guys are going to say, if you have nothing to do with that, why are you even talking about it? As I said earlier, these are news, industry news. These are things that happen. And a lot of you all want to know the truth about what's happening. But when I say something or someone else is reporting something that can be validated about what happened. Now, whether the storyline is wrong or right, or whether the details are right or wrong, it doesn't matter. The point is that happened. Okay, and someone spoke about it. Okay, and if we don't speak about it, then we look like we are hiding stuff and we're not being transparent in front of our audiences, right? And that's not what we want to do. We want to make sure that, did this happen? Yes. Can you show me some pictures? Yes. Wow, okay, you know what? I think this needs to be presented. I think we need to highlight this. I think we need to let audiences know. So I hope that manufacturers that are any manufacturer that's watching me right now understands one thing. I am the first one right now addressing you all, okay? And maybe other YouTubers don't have the nerve to address you all, but I'm gonna address you all, okay? Some of you guys do an exceptional job, by the way, at really producing quality products. So if that's you, you may just turn around and look the other way. The rest of you all who have problems with your quality control, problems with delivering product that, you know, unfortunately the timelines are not being met, or overcharging for products. It's another thing that I want to talk about on my future video. Make sure you are I'm telling you, I'm urging you, make sure you are doing your homework. Make sure you have a meeting today with all of your QC department, if you have any, and have a meeting with them and show them the videos, including this one, or other videos that will follow, which you guys don't know about, okay, from other YouTubers, to make sure they are paying close attention to the product that's being shipped out better than ever, because this will begin a trend and you don't want to get caught in the middle of it. Once again, yes, this is none of my business, but it is my business if it comes to me and it's got to do with something that I feel I want to talk about or highlight, okay? I don't know the nuances or the details, although to be fair, if you must know, I have communicated on the phone with the person that went through what you all already know, okay, with Rockport, okay? But I am not going to even start that. I'm not even going to talk about that because it begins to create a snowball effect that doesn't help anyone. Maybe the message should be here, perhaps, that brands really need to start paying close attention to social media a little more. We matter, all of us. Whether you have your favorite YouTuber or not, that's on you. But believe me, a lot is coming our way. A lot of information about different brands comes our way every day. Some of us choose not to report on it. I know so much more stuff that I never even spoken about. I have so many more pictures of other things that have occurred, and I never once reported on it. Not once. In case you must know, not once. So it sucks that Rockport is they're setting an example through Rockport, okay? It sucks that happened. It had to happen to somebody though, guys, okay? And it happened to be Rockport, but I can assure you they won't be the last one. Please understand one thing. The job of a influencer or YouTuber is a combination of, one, a matter of opinion. Yes, because it is an opinion. If I say product A is no good, that's my opinion. You guys either take it or leave it. And number two is to report on things that you saw, you heard, you can validate, hopefully fact check, right? And tell your audiences what you're hearing. That's what happens on YouTube. Now, whether you agree or disagree with those practices, that's up to you. Each one of you guys need to really think about if you want that level of coverage or not. I am simply going to be transparent as possible with you all. That's all I'm going to do. I am not going to come in here and create, you know, a narrative about what may have happened or not happened. If you watch my last video, I said, this is what I heard. Don't quote me on it. This is what's being said. It's your job now to, if you really care, to find out where the truth is. I don't recommend that you chase any more of this story. To be honest with you, It's behind us. I am working right now on fresh content. A brand new video that will have to do with what is wrong with the audio industry. And I promise you that as long as I have breath in my lungs, I am going to try to make some changes one way or the other. Because social media is real. The impact of social media is real. Brands who live in the ice age thinking that social media doesn't create any sort of damage to their brand, they're in for a world of hurting. Trust me, social media can absolutely make you or break you. And it is important that you treat influencers, whoever it is that you believe in. It doesn't matter. You may hate me right now, and I'm okay with that. But whoever it is that you believe in, trust me, that person, as long as they have an audience and a microphone, you need to give them and pay them respect. Because you don't want to be highlighted front and center when something goes wrong with what you're doing. And it's in fact the truth. There is a lot of this he said, she said going on. I understand that. I've been caught in the middle of it. I'm raising my hand to say, yes, I have been. But I'm going to tell you something. Okay, it won't be the last time that this happens in this industry. And changes need to happen right now. We need to see different things occur within the industry. There is a lot of hustling going on. There's a lot of things behind the scene that happen. I have all my notes written here. Everything I'm going to talk about on my future video, because I want to go down each bullet point, addressing everyone, including you all, my viewers, dealers, again, manufacturers, okay? And you know what? Why not us YouTubers? Stay tuned for more. Thank you for the support. Be sure to be on the lookout for this video. I promise you, this will make a big splash. See you soon.